Hello everyone and welcome back to our Minecraft Let's Play series. We are currently on week 16 and we are already halfway through the week because I was slacking on recording this week and I am so sorry for that. But with all seriousness, welcome back everyone to this week where I have a decent amount of things I actually want to get done this week and we'll see if we can get through all of them. First off is when we were going ahead and hatching the sniffer eggs, I ended up noticing that we didn't actually have that much moss on us, which is a little bit of an issue because if I want to build with it in the future, or if I want to make like an actual breeding ground for some animals like the sniffers, and I want to decorate it with that, we don't have the moss to do it with. So I want to actually go ahead and make a moss farm this week, and it'll be the first thing we're doing. But after that, I also want to go ahead and breed some frogs because I want to start getting more tadpoles for when we end up making a few other things like a frog light farm or even just decoration for frogs. Then on here I have that I want to get the allays that we found. We can get them from Pillager Outpost or we can also get them from the Woodland Mansion we found, but I want to get the allays because there are actually two advancements that are locked behind allays. One of them being You Got a Friend in Me, and I believe the other one being called Birthday Song. So I'm actually quite interested in getting the allays for those advancements and also just to have them around because they should be quite helpful. And then as you may have noticed during the little montage at the beginning, I went ahead and got some more axolotls in this pond by breeding the axolotls, and you may notice that each one takes a tropical fish to do that with, and I don't have that many buckets, so the next thing on the list is that I want to go ahead and get a fisherman villager so that I can buy buckets of cod, place the cod in here, and then use the buckets to get more tropical fish, just to make it a little bit easier on me because I'm going to try and breed as many axolotls as I can each week. Then for the last two items on this list, we've got Ancient City 3 Reloaded. This is a stupid joke I made to a friend and I just kind of kept. But I want to find another Ancient City. We might go through it this week. We might not. I'm not sure. Because I still want the Silent Smithing template because that's the only one we're missing for that advancement. And then finally on here, I have Prepared Wither Skeleton Farm. And that just means that I'm going to be slabbing over most of another fortress because having a wither skeleton farm in a world is just nice because it's infinite withers, infinite beacons, and a bunch of XP for no work at all. So with all that said and done, I said the first thing I wanted to work on was a moss farm. And while this is true, I'm actually going to be using a design for a bone meal farm because they are one and the same basically. It's just that the bone meal farm changes all the moss into bone meal through composters. So I've currently gone ahead and gathered all the ingredients that we're going to need for this farm. It's actually quite a small farm comparatively to what we made in the past, and I'm going to go ahead and actually build this near our base because it should be easy just to break down if I want to move it somewhere else, but it'll also only work if we are in the chunks that the farm is actually in. So let us go ahead and build this farm then, shall we? Oh, and you also may have noticed that I have a bunch of rotten flesh in my inventory, and the reason for that being is that you may have also noticed I went ahead and grinded for some gold back at our little gold farm, and I also went ahead and grabbed all the rotten flesh from the farm because I'm going to be trading with the cleric throughout this week to go ahead and get some emeralds. Just like this. So yeah, that's why I had a bunch of rotten flesh in my inventory. And alright, after just a little bit of terraforming, because I actually decided I'm just going to put it like right next to our base, as you can see here over there, we're now going to go ahead and build this farm. So let's get to it. That's not right. Actually, I don't know if we need to do this part. Maybe. Maybe we should. We'll see how far I go with this. Alright, so there's the farm. Now we're going to go ahead and test it by manually putting in bone meal because this technically was supposed to be a bone meal farm, so it would be self-sufficient. But we have a skeleton farm literally right next to this area, so I think just going ahead and putting bone meal in my hand is fine. And alright, now that I've gone ahead and put a decent amount of bone meal in here, to the point where it's full all the way through here as well, I'm going to turn this on and we'll see how this works. Well, we'll see how well it works, not necessarily how this works. Why was I not expecting that? Put the lever in the wrong spot. Oh god, it's supposed to go here. Yeah, now I should go ahead and make a bunch of moss blocks that will go around here. I'll also make moss carpets, the azalea bushes. It'll give us wheat seeds that I really don't need. But yeah, this works great now. And of course, we'll have to manually feed in bone meal if I ever don't decide to go ahead and also make it back to the bone meal farm it originally was supposed to be. But I'm not too worried about that in the slightest at the moment. But yeah, now we actually have a bunch of moss blocks instead of just having 11 that I ended up putting in the sniffer farm over there. And alright, now with the moss farm out of the way, which honestly didn't take that long. I think it literally took me about half an hour to go ahead and do that. We're now going to go on to frog breeding. And in a similar fashion to what I did with the sniffers, I'm probably going to pop the frogs somewhere around here for easy access due to the fact that we can just go ahead, breed the frogs here, and then wherever we want to take them, I just pick them up in a bucket, the tadpoles at least, and then we go to where we want them to hatch. And here we are, our small little frog pond, which, if you couldn't tell, did not have that much planning put into it due to the fact that there's literally dirt all over the ceiling. There's a dirt back wall that is currently almost about to bust out through the back. Not to mention the fact that a lot of this is just stone because I just dug this out. But in relation to everything else, currently where we are is just over here. There is where we fought the wither, and over here is our actual base. But like I said earlier, I wasn't planning to make this actually like a full functioning like area for frogs. This is basically just to get frogs to breed so that whenever I feel like moving the frogs, I can go ahead and do so in the future. So this is just, I guess, a breeding pond, which the more I say it like that, the more inhumane this sounds, but we're gonna go ahead and go past that, shall we? But yeah, just like the axolotls, I'm gonna go ahead and be breeding those between weeks just so that I can get a decent number up, and I'll let you guys know how that goes every so often, but for now, you guys do not have to worry about that. So instead, let's focus on our next thing that we are going to be doing this week, as we're actually going through these quite fast, and that is I want to get some lays because I also want to go ahead and get the advancements that have to do with the lays. So that means we either have to go to some villager outpost or we have to go to the woodland mansion. Which one we're going to head to, I have no clue, but you guys will see really shortly. Yeah, so there is an art golem here. Be free, my friend. Oh, yep, there is a lays here too. Nice. So there's 2 lays in there. You're just an idiot. Okay, so we only got 2 lays. That's actually fine by me. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna give both of them a cookie. You get a cookie, you get a cookie, and now I think if I just go, they'll follow me, right? Yes. All right, cool. So now we have the task of getting them back, which is going to be a lot easier said than done because they are very slow. How well will you keep up with me if I use wings? Yeah, this should be our base. Cool. But now that we got both of them around here, we're going to go ahead and actually get the advancements that have to do with them. So I'm going to drop a cookie on the floor really quick. He's going to pick it up and it's going to give me that. And you've got a friend in me. Now that we have 2 cakes, we're going to give one of these guys one of them. We're going to have to take the cookie out of his hand. We'll give you a cake, and then we'll go ahead and throw the cake on the ground. And now we should get birthday song. And now that we have the 2 lays and the advancements that actually go with them, mark them off. And now I'm going to go ahead and try and get a zombie villager so that we can get a fisherman to go ahead and get a source of buckets. Oh, this is going to be lovely. If we can get them here, it might just be better. Thank you. And there we go. We now have a source of buckets, so I don't have to waste any iron on any of them. Because if I'm going to be doing a bunch of breeding with the axolotls, I'm going to need a bunch of buckets for the tropical fish, meaning that I'm going to just need a bunch of buckets. So this is a better way, in my opinion, to actually get that done. But now that we've gone ahead and gotten the fishermen out of the way, we can go ahead and actually start looking for another ancient city. And of course, we're going to hope that this one has a silent smithing template, but at this rate, I honestly can't tell what's going to happen. We might not even find an ancient city this week. And buddy, please did not get in the camera. So yeah, let's go ahead and try and find one then, shall we? Alright, so we got an E value of 0 over here, which you want the lowest E value to try and find an ancient city, so I guess I'm going to be digging around this area, see if we can find a deep dark. Well, alright, I guess we just try and find an ancient city then around here. Well, I'd say we have a good chance around here. But just because we have a good chance doesn't mean it's guaranteed. Well, if anything, we at least know where a deep dark is for the how to get here advancement. And if I don't find one, we'll just go ahead and look in another place. Now, where do I just, like, stop and cut my losses? I'm getting to the point where I might just say that there's no ancient city here. Now I can dig back up and head to another possible place. So I'm just gonna tunnel back up and we'll go look for another deep dark. Oh, hey, cool. Alright. The question is, how do we get down there without activating any of these? Geronimo. I am surprised that worked, I'm gonna be honest. So usually the last couple times that we've done this, I've just gone ahead, found the ancient city, and then went and did it the next week. Now, we're actually going to be doing this one this week, so I hope you enjoy me going through another one of these, just trying to find one stupid armor template. And of course, I'm just going to be going through this just like I did last time, where I'm just going to probably be breaking the chests instead of opening them, because it's going to be a little bit safer. Now, technically, I could go ahead and break the skull triggers around here due to the fact that I don't need them because we have a closer position for skull triggers than I'm probably going to be using for how we get here. But I don't really know if I care to at the moment. Yeah, we only need one armor trim and then we can all call this done for every ancient city ever. How am I going to do this without activating a shrieker? I think the answer is I'm not. Important approaches. Okay, so we're on the first one again. Oh, hey, this area. This one's in the room, isn't it? Because I don't see it around here. There's a room in this one. Yeah, it's gotta be in there. That sucks. Oh well. I guess if I get the counter to go down a little bit, I could show you guys that room, but right now I'm too worried about activating more shriekers to do so. I still love that when we went through the first ancient city, I was like really, really careful not to trigger a warden, but now it's just like, yeah, just run. God. Please stay over there. I think it's walking away. Yes, yes it is. Alright. Trigger there. I don't know if these can activate it, but I don't think I want to find out, so... There's some enchanted apples in there, I saw that. What am I getting? Oh, why do you tease me so? Let's keep going. Well, this sucks. So no matter what I do here, I'm going to activate one of these, because those are there. Was not expecting it to spawn immediately, I'm gonna be honest. God. Why is it always thunderstorming when I'm in one of these? Alright, Well. Yep, still no armor trim. Alright. Up. Alright. It's fine, just keep walking this way. Just keep walking this way. I thought we'd be good. I was wrong. There might have been another streaker over there that I just didn't notice. I thought I've also been here for long enough to the point where maybe I would have been down to 2, but now I'm still up to 3, apparently, at least. Oh, I might actually have been over completely. That might have also been it. Yeah, there should be. Okay. I didn't know there was another one. Oh, God. Alright. Okay, digs again. Alright, cool. Time to go back. Now we should be good to get the chest and the skull, I believe, but I thought that last time, so we'll see, I guess. It's becoming ridiculous. I'm gonna argue that we definitely still can't get into there. Well. Now, oh, you can show you guys what's actually in here. I believe I can at least, or I'm gonna, again, have a rude awakening. Please don't be able to get in here. Please don't be able to get in here. Please don't be able to get in here. That sucked. Oh, God. Alright. I didn't save a picture of those coordinates, did I? I thought I was fine. I was not. Oh, thank you for taking a picture of those coordinates. Oh, good lord. Alright. We now have to go and retrieve all that. I don't have my elytra. Oh, no. How far is it from here? It's actually pretty far. God. Alright, let's see if I can go and save my stuff. I'm gonna hope so, or else I'm actually gonna be really upset. You've gotta be kidding me. Whatever, we go down here then. You know what? I don't have the time to go back and do that again. We might try again later. I don't think items despawn if you log out. I'm gonna hope they don't. I'm sorry we didn't get much done this week. I'm sorry that I ended up losing, I think, all of our stuff. I'm going to try between these weeks to go ahead and get our stuff back. But if I cannot, then I'll just go ahead and next week will be completely, well, I'll be going towards getting all of our stuff back upgraded and all that jazz again. We won't have the elytra, but we'll at least have all the end portals to go ahead and look for more elytra easier. But it's not great, let's put it that way. But nonetheless, thank you guys for watching this week. Again, I'm sorry we didn't get much done, but this has been a train wreck, to say the least. Alright, you guys have a great day. Take care, and I will see you guys hopefully in the next week. Alright, bye-bye.